Hey loves, and welcome back to my channel. I am sorry about the background noise. This isn't my usual recording setting. I'm actually currently waiting for my food and I'm outside, but I really needed to upload this video for you guys, and so that's why I decided to do it right now. It's kind of like peaceful when I listen to what I'm recording, so I'm just gonna keep it like that, and hopefully a bus or a loud car doesn't drive by in the background. But anyways, in today's video I'm gonna be doing an ombre nail, and it's super in right now. It's something that's like super trending, the vertical ombre or the vertical French tip ombre, but I just wanted to do the ombre for this nail and then save the French tip ombre for the next video. I am, as usual, doing my pop-off method, and I am actually keeping in me applying my nail tips. This isn't my usual, like if I were to be doing it on a client or anything. My pop-off method, like I have mentioned in previous videos, is very different, where I have to make sure that they don't pop off while I'm, applying my acrylic or touching it or whatever. Sometimes they're super sensitive and they just pop off, so I do have to add extra glue to make sure that they don't pop off as easily. The nail tips that I'm using are the 𝘗𝘪𝘗𝘰𝘯𝘪𝘢 Square C-Curve tips, and the glue is also from 𝘗𝘪𝘗𝘰. It's their Stick It glue. The acrylic brush that I'm using is, of course, from 𝘗𝘪𝘗𝘗, and as well as the monomer, which is my favorite. And I'm pretty sure 95% of the products I'm using in this video are from 𝘗𝘪𝘗𝘗. Unintentionally, honestly, but it just happened that way. The clear is, again, from 𝘗𝘪𝘗𝘗. Can you tell how much I love it? If I were to have a list of my top 5 favorite clear acrylics, 𝘗𝘪𝘗𝘗 would definitely be one of them. It's super clear, it leaves no bubbles, and I just love using it so much. And so, okay, this is kind of where I messed up on. I regretted doing like a transparent nail halfway through because, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, because I'm doing the pop-off method, I have to apply a lot of glue, and most of it gets stuck onto my actual finger. With that being said, as you can see on my finger where the glue and my fingers like collide, you can see a little bit of a darker shade on my nail. It looks like my nail, but it's actually underneath. It's the glue and my skin, and so that is why it looks like that. And that is kind of why the whole design, I feel, in my eyes was ruined, because you can see a little bit of that in the background of my nail, and it was unintentional. I didn't think about it, but I had to go with it because it was too late. I was gonna have to start over if I decided to change it last minute. But you can see a little bit of that, and so I also decided to do the actual ombre with jelly polishes from 𝘗𝘪𝘗𝘗, and so everything was see-through, the clear acrylic and the actual polishes. I really wanted to have that like clear look. However, I was unable to do that because of that little piece on each nail that was really bothering me, and you could see it in the finished look, and you could also start seeing it once I apply the base coat. But like, that was the only thing that I would do a little bit differently. Obviously the next time I would, if I am to do another ombre with jelly polishes, then I would have to do it on my actual nails where I would keep them, so I wouldn't be able to do the pop-off method, because of course that would happen again with the excess nail glue that I have. And I hope this is making sense, you guys. But other than that, honestly, this side would have looked perfect. But let's just pretend that didn't happen, and let's move on with pretending that that isn't there, and let's go on with the actual ombre. See? A plane. Okay, so you can actually start seeing it right here, that little darker shade underneath my nail, and that's what I'm talking about. That's the nail glue and my fingers, and that's the excess glue. So the two brushes that I'm using are the ombre and my round brush from Crafts by 9. They are available on craftsby9.com, and of course you can use discount code YouTube or Myra10. The base coat I'm using is from 𝘗𝘪𝘠𝘬 along with the jelly polishes. I have had these for a very long time, and I don't know why I don't use them, but I had this idea in mind to do the clear nail with, you know, the jelly polishes. But look at how clear the acrylic is. I wish that looks so cool just leaving it on its own, but it's just so clear. It's one of my favorite clear acrylics. Like I mentioned, super easy to use. I did have a little bit stuck underneath the middle finger, but since this is a pop-off method, I'm not going to go in and file and taking it off, so I just left it. But I do want to point it out because that is what happens when I'm doing these kind of videos. Sometimes I get acrylic stuck on the nail or underneath the nail, and that's simply because I'm doing, you know, I'm not filing them. So now we're gonna go in with the actual jelly polishes. What I like to do is, I love this like the brush of these polishes because it's round, so it really helps when you're working around the cuticle area. It's not like square, and so it's really helpful. Now these are very like jelly, obviously, like the name. So they are super transparent. I did go in with 2 coats because I wanted the colors to be a little bit darker but yet still being jelly. So basically what I did is I applied the blue to the right side and the purple to the left. You know, if they touch a little bit, that's fine, but obviously I don't want to get it to mix completely. And then with the beautiful ombre brush from Crafts by 9, which is one of our best-selling brushes, it sold out like in a few days, and we're about to restock them, but they are available in our nail art brush set still. What I do before putting it under the lamp, I'm going to use that ombre brush and ombre the 2 colors in the middle. Now jelly is a little bit easier to ombre because they are clear and they mix really well, but if you were to use something like white or a black gel polish and they're super opaque, it will be very hard. I have seen texts where they say they take like 20 to 30 minutes on a single finger trying to ombre them, and yes, that is true. It does take a very long time, especially if you want that seamless looking finish. But jelly is very easy to ombre because you can't really see, especially a blue and a purple. They're very similar in color. So I did very minimal ombreing because it created that look that I wanted right away. And so I do that before I put it under the lamp to cure, because you obviously can't move the polish once it's completely cured. And then once I ombre, I put it under the lamp for 30 seconds because I like to cure in between each finger. And the reason that I do that, you guys, is because sometimes I'm very like messy when it comes to my nail art. I'm not the cleanest when it comes to that. So sometimes if I do work on my pinky and then I go onto my ring without putting it under the lamp, it mixes, or I touch my pinky, or I touch the brush with it, or whatever it may be, but it can be real messy. So to avoid that, I put it under the lamp for at least like 10 to 15 seconds, 30 at the most, and then move on to my next nail. It doesn't take away too much time, but I like to do this to make sure that it stays put in the way that I want it. So like I said, I put it under the lamp for twice, each nail twice, and it gives me a more opaque look, but still having it be jelly like and not as transparent as it would be if I only did 1 coat. And then once I'm done, I put it underneath the lamp for the complete 60 seconds and I'm all done. Now you guys, I was super disappointed in the way these came out because of the bubbles underneath, and so I didn't do a design like I wanted to, but I will definitely do a new video with something similar, and hopefully it comes out 100 times better and I don't make the same mistake again. So thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.